My name is Besa Shahini. I am currently the Minister for Education, Sport and Youth in the Republic of Albania. I am originally from Kosovo. I've lived in Canada for 6 years. I've lived in Germany for 4 years. I've traveled and worked around Europe. And now I'm back in the region trying to contribute to the development of education. Actually, I'd like to tell you about a very specific challenge that we've had to deal with recently as we had the student protest in front of the ministry in December, and the students were asking for lower tuition fees. In fact, they underlined this fear that they have about an uncertain future that they will face. This is the fear of the entire generation. This is the millennial generation that for the first time in history, they do not know what the futures will bring in terms of the job market. So, what do you do? Like, what kind of skills do you give youth in order to prepare them for an uncertain future? We know that you need to have proficiency in mother tongue, proficiency in a second language, some maths, some science skills, and you need to have digital skills. So we're translating now this conclusion to concrete policy measures to apply in pre-university education and university education as well. My Hertie School of Governance Education actually helped me a lot to tackle some of the challenges that I have now in my current job. What we did here was we got the theoretical framework based on which policy making happens, so we learned that, and then we also learned a lot of practical examples from policymakers not only in Germany but other EU countries that would come into the school and speak to us. So having had all of that, having been exposed to all of that, I'm now much better prepared to handle my current job. For 15 years before I took on this position, I've been doing policy research and analysis, working for various think tanks. I've also set up various think tanks, and now coming on to a government role from this position, I have a bit of sympathy, more sympathy than I had before for policymakers, because I'm realizing just how difficult it is to translate a political vision, no matter how good it is, into concrete policy measures. My previous work, I've done a lot of very rigorous research, which has also taught me how to look at a certain problem before a policy solution is made, and I'm bringing all of that experience now into my current job. Governance is identifying the pressure points in a political system that when you are able to touch properly, then they sort of send these waves of improvement in the entire system. Finding them, identifying them, finding them, and knowing how to address them properly, this is the key challenge in governance, I find. To make lasting impact in policy, one needs to do 3 things, I find, regardless whether you're in a government position or NGO or an activist. Research with rigor, look at the issue with a lot of rigor and get all the data straight. Define the one message that is key to push forward, and then be persistent in pushing that message forward with all of the stakeholders that are important for that policy to change.